People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, we saw that reggae superstar, international superstar Buju Banton has donated school supplies to be distributed to the young men at the Mount Olivet Boys Home in Manchester. Now people, this is an institution that has been around for over 52 years. And it caters for young boys under the age of 18. We are speaking about ward of the state. We are speaking about young people that has been abandoned by their parents. May I talk about mother, father, grandma, grandpa, Rete, and Lele. So the administrator of the facilities, we are speaking about Mr. Patrick Newman. He thanked Buju Banton and his foundation for their generous gesture. Now people, if we see what is going on in Jamaica, we see that poverty is running rampant. We see that a lot of these kids are lost, they are confused, they are running around meaningless. So it is good when we have a foundation like the Mount Olivet Children Home, our boys home, that is giving back, that is actually caring, that is actually showing compassion and care to these picnic. So people, we see that since Buju Banton came out of the big house back in 2018, we see that his foundation has been very effective. We see that he has been feeding homeless people in the streets of Kingston and all over the place. So people, it shows that Buju Banton is putting his money where his mouth is. He is not just doing everything for himself. He is being very selfless. He is being very helpful because he realized that there is a gap in Jamaica and he is filling in that gap. He is stepping in and he is doing what he is supposed to do, because we know, so we have a lot of athletes, we have a lot of entertainers, DJs we are talking about in a reggae and dancehall, and all they are doing is flossing on social media. But when it comes to giving back to the people who really need it, when it comes to doing things that make sense, they are lost. So we see that Buju Banton is doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it shows you the character of the man, point blank and period. So basically, this administrator of this institution is thanking Buju Banton and his foundation through his director. We are speaking about Rosemary Duncan. He is thanking them for nurturing the future of the youth. He is thanking them for giving hopes to these youth. He is thanking them for their motivation to make these youth know that somebody actually care. And people, that is a good gesture, point blank and period. So we have to say big up to Buju Banton. We have to say big up to his foundation. We have to say big up to the director of his foundation. We are talking about Rosemary Duncan, to a job well done. So people, like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the Manchester Popo, it seems like them have a change of heart. It seems like they're having a change of talk. Because remember, they held the husband of the teacher. We are speaking about the Manchester teacher from Bishop Gibson High School that was slapped away maybe in July 10th of 2019. And then lately they held on to the husband for that slap away. Now they claim or they allege that they interviewed him on several occasions and they found his statement or his argument to be very inconsistent. So therefore he became a suspect in the case. So now people, it seems like them have a change of talk. I don't know what happened. I don't know if money talk and BS walk, because this man is said to be a very influential, a very powerful man that has some business in a place called Manchester. Now people, the Popo them are claim that they are following some new leads because they interviewed him again yesterday, and people, it seems like they are swaying. It seems like they are swinging like a pendulum. It seems like they cannot come to a decision. It seems like their interview is still inconclusive. So people, if we remember the story about this case, it is said, or according to the husband, it is said that some GUNMEN kicked down the door And when them kick down the door, him basically take away himself, him run left him wife and Rete and Lele. And after everything, she was found clutching for her life. She was slapped away by multiple con. Now people, when we listen to a story like that, it sounded like some Pixar, it sounded like some Disney kind of thing. It sounded like some cock and bull story, point blank and period. So we see that the police never really believed his story either. So when we hear now that they claim that they are following new leads, we have to kind of lose hope in the system, because the other day we thought that it was conclusive that he was indeed the culprit that was responsible, and now we see that they are having a change of talk. We see that they must speak from two sides of their mouth. So anyway people, like me say, we're just going to kick back and hope for the best and expect the worst and see what happens in this case, because when it comes to justice in Jamaica, it seems like it is a fleeting illusion that is pursued but never attained, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole situation as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion, it is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Now the next thing that is popping in the news and entertainment is that we see that reggae artists we are speaking about Nesbeth. And if you don't know who Nesbeth is, we are speaking about that song, My Dream, My Dream, My Dream. Now it seems like he is having a nightmare because he is mourning the loss of his brother. And people, this is the sixth family member that he has lost in the last 6 years. So people, we are talking about an average of one person per year. And people, whatever way you look at it, from sideways, from upside down, it is not a very good statistic. So it was said in the news that he was on stage on a little tour in New York doing a performance when he got the news that his brother, and his brother's name is Anthony Brown, had passed away. And he passed away at the Kingston Public Hospital from an undisclosed illness, or complications from an undisclosed illness. Now people, just imagine how the man feel. We are speaking about someone that already lost 5 persons in his family. We are talking about the grandmother. We are talking about the mother. We are talking about his wife. We are talking about his sister. And we are also speaking about an aunt that also passed away. So people, you have to ask yourself the question. You have to ask yourself the emotional trauma that he is going through. And how much can one person really bear? But people, like the saying goes, God does not give a man more than he can bear. But we have to ask ourselves the question, how much can this man bear? Because it is becoming overwhelming. It is becoming too much for one person to bear. So anyways people, the moral of the story is that we have to say condolences to the family. We have to say keep strong Mr. Nesbeth, because we know that you are going through a lot of things and it is hard to juggle being an artist and also the loss of 6 people in 6 years. People, we are talking about a man that could easily lose his mind, but we see that he is still remaining strong so far. So let's keep him in our prayers and let's hope that everything else works out for his career and Rete and Lele. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole situation as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that I did a video yesterday about a white lady that seemed like she was in a hospital or a nursing home, and she was asked a couple of questions by a nurse that seems to be a Jamaican lady. And people, based on the video and based on the comments that I got, I saw that this Jamaican lady or this Jamaican nurse was seen to be getting a lot of bashing because people were claiming, they were alleging that she was taking advantage of this elderly woman. Because people, the truth and the fact is that when we look at the whole situation, we have to also remember that this old white lady was making advances. I am talking about sexual to this Jamaican nurse. And people, this is 2019. And it does not matter if you are old and rich. It does not matter if you are senile. You are not supposed to be making any kind of advances to nobody. You are not supposed to be violating anybody's rights, especially at their job. So the moral of the story is that if you want to look at things from a logical angle, the nurse was more being violated than this white lady, point blank and period. And at the end of the day, we have to look at things and put it into perspective. It was a joke. She was not violating the lady. The lady was making some advances and she was just playing it off. She took it as nothing. She took it as a joke. So my question is this: why are all these people who are mostly Jamaicans or Caribbean people want to see this lady lose her job? Is it because she is black? Is it because this lady is elderly and white? People, let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, people, when we look at things, we have to look at it from all sorts of angles. And I realize that sometimes we have some people that comment or make comments and they are educated dunce because they look on things from one angle only. And when I really pre this video, what I saw is an elderly white lady that is a patient at a hospital or nursing home. She was making advances to this nurse, to this Jamaican nurse, and the Jamaican nurse kind of played off sort of cool. She was tranquil about it. So my point is that how is it that these people, other people see things that this Jamaican lady is taking advantage of this lady and she should lose her job and Rete and Lele because she is violating the privacy of the patient and nurse, Rete and Lele. And people, that is true. However, people are looking at it from a different angle because the lady white and because the lady old. So they are saying that this lady is senile. Now the question I want to ask is, how do you get into somebody's frame of mind just from a little video? How do you analyze everything and come to a medical conclusion that she is senile and this Jamaican nurse is taking advantage of her? It sounds like you know more than I know. It sounds like you know more than what is on the video. So anyway, people are saying that I am what is wrong with Jamaica and I am one of the problems in Jamaica. And when I read comments like those, it brings me to one logical conclusion, and it is that those persons are not familiar with my channel, or those persons seems like some other blogger that are hiding behind some fake name that want to try to PISS me off. Right now, I am not listening to your negative comments, and I am only going to address this once and for all, and that's it, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views and opinion on the whole situation as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.